For me, it's better for me to divergent because I heard that it hurts a lot when you have your first time. So why would I hurt myself if I can diverge it? I think it's the better chance for me. I am not a masochist. I don't need to get hurt. I don't like pain. I mean, if you
It's
guys have
okay.
a
Like,
pulse, you understand, right?
I
You
mean,
think that way
if you
too.
are asexual, look,
What?
if you are asexual, it's okay. Then no problem. No one can blame you about that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no one can blame you about who you are, what you do in your life, what you like. It's fine.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's
You're
yeah,
it.
welcome.
I receivve some respect here. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Now, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There are some
Tell me
people who
your
are
point of view, man.
asexual, and it's okay. This is a natural thing. Like for some, I think. I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. But like, relationship is really hard. Anyway, I mean, depends with who, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think you had broke up. Had a broke up. Breakup.
What?
She's heartbroken, in fact, isn't it? Are you
My heart is broke.
Luca?
They hurt me so bad, mommy. Yeah, like, no, I'm not
Hello,
actually.
brothers.
No, it's clear from your voice, Raluca. Actually, you cannot mask it.
I'm not. I'm not.
No, no. Probably you are reconciling with yourself or trying to get better, but it's clear that you've been heartbroken by someone. In fact, I think.
Oh, who never? Raise our hands. Who never?
Mm-hmm.
Why you keep lying,
What?
Raluca?
So you're
Why
Why
Raluca,
you
not?
what do
keep
you sound
lying?
Brazilian, bro?
What?
You sound Brazilian, are you?
Brazil, yeah. Brazil, zil.
I'm so good with
Neymar,
accents.
caipirinha. Real?
I'm so
Holy
good.
shit. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Oh, we are neighbors. That's why.
Neighbors?
Yeah, like Spanish, it's a little similar to Portuguese.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't say neighbors.
Just in language.
Oh yeah, because like in Portugal we kind of speak the same.
Yeah. And you see, we are so language neighbors that we are with pictures of cats on profile. It's a family thing.
Yeah, we're like a family in a way.
That's how we identify ourselves. That's how. Yeah.
Wait, is Portugal from Brazil and Portugal from Portugal
No,
like
no.
so different?
Actually, Portugal is the neighbor of Brazil.
How?
Yeah, it's a neighbor. Like, they speak like Portuguese, like Portuguese Portugal.
Yeah.
And here in Brazil, we speak just Portuguese, so they have a different accent, but we can understand everything they say.
So, but but the I mean, but the language is the same, right? Because I have just downloaded an app for learning languages, and I have seen that there is Portuguese from Brazil and Portuguese from Portugal. So I don't know what's the difference. Is there really a difference in the language, or
Yeah,
is just
there's
the
a
accent?
difference. For example, uh, Portuguese from Portugal, they say like Portuguese, Portugal. We
Oh, like
say
Ronaldo, no?
Portuguese, Portugal. You know?
Oh, you pronounce it more Spanish, and they pronounce it like Ronaldo.
Yeah. Like they
That's
they
cool.
sound curve more.
Do you
Our
speak Spanish,
pronunciation is
or
like
do you know something in Spanish?
um sí, pero no muito.
No, muito. That's nice. Don't you guys learn
Yeah.
Spanish in school?
No, schools in Brazil, there's only English class, and it's really bad. Like I learned English by myself with internet and nothing with the school.
Yeah, me too, bro.
It's
Well,
so
but
bad.
in my school, we have Latin, we have French, we have German, we have even Greek. We have.
What, Latin?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Oh, that's awesome. It's cool.
Yeah, I know it's so cool. And but the Greek we learn, it's not the modern Greek. We learn the ancient Greek. So the Greeks that I talk to, they think that I'm retarded because I'm reading it wrongly, but it's actually not wrong. It's actually like ancient.
And how do you manage to learn English?
Well, yeah. So I always liked internet a lot. I always like playing video games. I always like watching videos. So I uh, I started playing with foreigners in a game called League of Legends. You probably know about it.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
proud.
wow.
I'm not proud, but it was
Yeah,
like three
I
years
already
ago.
played this game.
Oh, it's fucking horrible. It was 3 years ago that I
Yeah.
started, and I started speaking with people from Germany. I even met one girl whose native language was English, even though she was Filipina, but she lived in Germany. So we were really close friends, and she taught me English basically. And then when I stopped playing League of Legends, I have started watching like content in YouTube in English, like NDL, Beta Squad, like Nico. Those are related, and then
Mhm.
other ways of content. And now I'm practicing it. That's how I learned English.
It's so interesting, man, because your English is pretty good. And there's one thing I
Thanks so much.
realized. Yeah, I realized something that I like Latinos, you know, when we learned English, our accent it's more clean than like for another country. For example, our for example, for example,
It's fine. It's fine. For example,
for
yeah.
example, um, like have you ever seen someone like a Muslim or someone from India talking English? They have a really
Uh,
strong accent, really strong.
the Indian accent is so strong, but I have met some Indians that don't really have the Indian accent. They are really understandable. So you can kind of hide it. You're right. I mean, there's
Yeah,
also some people from Peru that I've met that they have a really strong accent in Spanish, but I can understand them, of course, because I'm used to the accent.
yeah, yeah. I need to get used to it. Like for example, last week I met a guy from France.
Hmm.
He's French. His mother is Brazilian, and his father is a native from France.
Hmm.
And he knows how to speak Portuguese, but his native language is French.
So
You
he has
know?
a really strong accent in Portuguese, right?
Yeah, he does have an accent, but I understand like everything he says. And we basically he knows how to speak English better than Portuguese. No. It's a guess. Sorry. He knows how to speak Portuguese better than English.
Well, the French people cannot really speak English, but that's another topic.
Really?
Yeah, the French people they really suck at English. They hate English for some reason.
Well, that's true because I had told him that I want to go to London because I really love the British accent and the culture of UK, you know, the
Yeah,
weather
that's
and everything. And then he was so mad. He was like, "Okay, let's go on a trip, a vacation, okay?" And
oh
then
really?
we go to London. Yeah, he said he made this
Well,
proposal.
أنا
Stressful how this is
بصل
going
وقرب
on
قرب
right
قرب.
now.
All right, yo, are we
I'm
done?
making a point, Wizard. This is what you did to
No,
me.
you're
And
talking
now
too
you're
long right now.
demanding
You
the
gotta
respect
stop
to
and
speak. You
stay
want
quiet
space.
for a second because I want
Yeah,
you
it works
to
both
understand something.
ways. You want the
Because
space
I'm
to
sick
speak,
and
don't
tired of
you?
those American people who living in the
Yeah, because
bubble
you feel
and
like
want
you have the
everybody to
right
agree
to
with
speak,
them.
right?
Allah يخرب بيت أمك.
Uninterrupted,
And then the
right?
whole thing is all
Right,
right. So
Wizard? You spoke
start. Hear
over
me
me,
out.
I speak over you.
Or
Conversation
all
doesn't
right,
work.
then why don't you be the good person
Just
and
tell
hear
me
me
you
out?
understand the point.
I did understand the freaking point. We even talked about it after you left the room. Right? Relax. Let me make my point. Oof. So basically, we all admit that there's somebody who interrupted that guy who was talking slowly, which most of the people in the room have no problem with him talking slowly.
Was
But
that
the
me
problem,
by any
imagine if someone is
chance?
interrupting somebody
Was
and then
that me?
someone says, "Shut the fuck up! Don't interrupt him, you motherfucker, you little piece of shit! Fuck you!" for like 30 minutes. That was a fucking weird reaction. All right, even though the guy apologized. Okay, now
Yeah,
you
that's
admit the fact that you have a very like short temper. You need to
Hmm.
work in that. That's the whole
Okay.
thing.
You need to work on not cutting people off and then demanding that people don't cut you off.
No problem. We all do this, and we never get annoyed. Actually,
And Jose, by the way, was displaying something that is a very rare and beautiful trait in which we should praise in other humans when we witness it, and that is called
agree.
thoughtfulness. He thoughtfully thought out his words. He thoughtfully spoke clearly. He was thoughtful in his word choice.
And the
Learn
way he
to
was talking is
recognize
annoying.
thoughtfulness and praise it instead of insult it, mock it, and put it down. Or, yeah, people like me that easily get triggered, that are easily defensive and protective towards others, especially when they see bullies. Yeah, you're going to get that response.
Listen, there's
Don't listen
something
to
about.
me.
What do you mean by don't listen to me? You gotta fucking listen, all right? I
Because
hear you
that,
fucking talk.
no,
Mean it.
because the listen you used was a condescending listen, like you have something to say that,
All
like
right, I'm
there's
gonna
a
be a little bit
tonality.
sweet.
What? Listen to
Hey,
your tone.
Star, listen, sweetheart. So let me tell you something. They are saying. I mean, recent
يا
studies. I mean,
wizard يا wizard
يا
يا
عيون
wizard
يا عيون
wizard
وزر. اتفضل يا
wizard.
باشا. عمر يا صاحبي.
Look,
يا
Mhm.
عيني.
she was
انا
saying
انا
something
اساسا
and you interrupt.
انا اساسا لوك من قبل ما تقول اصلا بس يلا ماشي.
Please, you were saying she was saying something, and then you interrupted her today. It was not nice.
right.
يا لهوي بس كده عشان
Hypocrisy.
الأستاذة تاليا مش هسمع كلامك برضه. Let's go back to the topic. المهم يا مستر what I was saying.
Again, another
there-
rude thing to do is to speak another language so you can have a side conversation in the English room where multiple English speakers are talking. It's your rude ass behavior. It's intolerable.
And it's not allowed.
Look, I like that because I'm learning new vocabs. Thank you so much. But here's the thing, all right? They said in order to deliver a message and become quite effective, three things are very important, all right? Body language, which we cannot see each other, right? And then goes down to your intonation or the way you pronounce your words. Number three is the content. You could speak bullshit, but with the right attitude, with the right body language, with the right intonation or rhythm when you talk, it could be effective. And then the last thing is the fucking content. There was a guy who could come here and say a lot of good stuff. Believe me, nobody's listening to him because he's lacking a lot. I'm not saying that we should disrespect those people. That's what I'm saying. But the dude was talking in a fucking weird way. Even me myself, I would
He's
never
here
interrupt
right
him.
now. He
Yo, I'm
wasn't
still
speaking weird. You're just
talking يا
impatient.
بنت المرة. I was
No,
talking.
because
Wait.
you're bullying him again sideways because he's here right now. You jerk.
So I
Wait,
didn't
guys,
care if
what's
he's
going
here
on?
or
I'm
not.
confused. Hold on. What's going on?
بس كده على ركن حق الله يبارك لك.
Don't,
So
no.
the-
Speak English in here,
Jose
please.
is here right now, and the person they're speaking
that's
about
good because I
is
don't want to be a
actually in the
hypocrite. Like
room.
it's better if he's here. So the way he was when he was making his
Wait,
point.
but why? What's wrong with how Jose speaks? I don't get it.
No, we just like based on our keen observation, we're just describing what happened last time. All right.
But
Like
it's
me and
fine if
Mrs.
someone
Sunday.
talks like a specific way. Like, have some gratitude
No,
towards
no,
other
no, no,
people.
no. You
Grace.
cannot expect people when you talk, hello, guys. Listen, I'm going to
Yeah,
make
Wizard,
my
you're a grown
point,
man. Be
which
nice.
is all about. Of course, women has to
And you're
support
just
each
a
other no matter
shitty
what.
bully who deserved to get who deserved to be told off
Yeah,
along
just
with the
speak
rest of your
slowly.
little shitty ass crew.
Ask crew, why would you talk about my ass?
Oh my
Shitty
god.
ass is
Shitty ass is a
no
turn of phrase.
يعني انت اللي توزك ما فيهاش
Not
خرا.
your
ما everybody
fucking
got a
shit
shitty ass.
thing.
يعني what's
Stop
the matter?
speaking Arabic in here.
She's gotta stop insulting me, sir. All right,
Then
she
stop
have to do that.
insulting others and the way they
I'm
speak
not
as if it's a problem
insulting.
and
I
you have
didn't
to somehow
insult
tolerate it.
others.
Well, why
Hey,
do we have to tolerate your way of
you didn't
speaking?
have to shout. You didn't have to shout. You didn't have to
Okay,
shout.
well,
First of
you don't
all,
have to
I
be an
admit it.
asshole.
We don't call me an asshole, you little piece of shit. All right, you can't expect me to
Okay,
have
You
that
guys
then
just
respect
calm
when
be
we
just
talk.
one
calm
and I
that voice.
call
Just
you
calm down.
one. I
Calm
am
down.
calling
Be
out a
respectful.
behavior.
Okay,
Wizard,
you do
Wizard,
not
Be
Wizard.
insult
respectful.
me.
بالله يا Wizard.
I'm
بالله.
warning you.
Be nice.
All right. She called me an asshole. All right. What do you
Warn
expect me
me.
to do with
Go
her?
ahead. I said you're
Yes.
being one. I didn't say
I'm
you
going
are one.
to
I said you're being
revolt
one.
you
It's
right
a
now.
behavior. I'm calling out the
Wh-
behavior. This behavior is
No,
being
I'm
an
sorry. We
asshole.
don't
That is what
accept
it
that.
is.
Where I live, I don't accept that. Calling me an asshole is something unacceptable. All right.
Good. Good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
but wait, you're insulting
Good.
him and
Because
how he
your
speaks.
behavior is
How?
unacceptable.
When did I insulted her? Tell me, Betty.
You said he talks slow. Eh,
No, 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 sweetheart, sweetheart. First of
You're
all, if I said
mocking
somebody's
eh.
talking is,
Jose
if I
again.
said, yo, I'm talking to Betty. If I said somebody's talking is slow, I didn't insult them. All right, calling somebody an
Eu
asshole
você.
is different than someone calling someone is talking is slow. If I told you that you're talking so fast, I didn't insult you, right? Hi, Talia.
Well, they're upset. Obviously, they're upset by something you said. Instead of arguing, you guys can just reach a common
I'm not
ground.
arguing. I'm just trying to tell her that you need to have it like long tempered. All right, you don't need to flinch immediately. That's the whole thing.
If you want respect from me, then be a respectful person.
We
Respectable
are
people get
respectful
respect. Hey,
people.
hey, you don't get that by talking over me. I did wait until you were finished this time,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
even though you continue to speak over me.
Go ahead.
If you want respect from me, I do come from a generation where you earn your respect. Your respect that you are given is based on your behavior. It's just not freely given to people who act like jerks. You have been cruel and nasty towards some people. You've been over speaking me. You overspoke him. You do
What?
mock the way he speaks as if it's something you should tolerate, and you are giving him grace. There is nothing wrong with how he speaks. He speaks how he speaks. You can deal with it or get the fuck out because has the right to fucking have the space. Period.
Language,
You
Okay,
want to be
language,
guys, I'm
ma'am.
gonna,
disrespectful
I'm gonna
and
be a
rude?
hold
I'll be
on. I
rude
don't want
back.
to ban anyone.
Ma'am,
I don't want to ban anyone. Stop, both of you, stop
ma'am.
speaking. I don't want to ban you
Language.
guys, but you're forcing
All
me.
right.
So just stop
You
speaking to
see,
each other.
Betty, what
Stop
I'm talking
engaging.
about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, Betty,
Anyway,
what
but
I'm
I don't
what
want
I.
to ban you guys. Just stop speaking. I don't want.
All right,
Don't force
all
me to
right.
do that.
Listen,
Stop speaking to each
Betty,
other.
Betty, hold on, hold
Move
on,
on.
hold on. Look, in general, you can make your point, but you don't need to seem to be a little bit angry. Like while I'm making my point.
Okay, if she's angry, just leave her be. I don't want to ban
Yeah,
either one
yeah,
of you.
no,
Just
but
move
the
on.
thing is, the thing
Stop
is, the thing
rage
is,
baiting because you're
what rage
expecting someone to
baiting?
rise to the rage bait,
Okay,
right? You're
stop
expecting
interacting with
someone to
him.
rise.
Please, both of you. I'm pleading one last time. Stop engaging with each other. I don't want
The
to ban.
But
I
okay, Betty,
believe
she need to apologize for calling me an asshole. I'm sorry, I didn't
Answer,
insult
answer. Just
her.
don't talk to each other. That's it. Avoid each
That
other.
won't
That's
No,
it.
but
happen.
okay, you're an asshole too. All right, one to
what?
one. Yeah,
What? What?
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
thank you.
I said that you're being an asshole. You called me an asshole. Let's move on.
Yes.
The
We
issue
both
that
agree the other one's an asshole. Now, Jose was speaking. We both overspoke him multiple times. And he was trying to defend himself.
Can we move over, please? Because Betty said no.
I'm
Let's
trying.
just move on. Let's
I'm
just move
trying.
on. New topic. New
I'm
topic.
really trying. Uh, I raised the occasion several times in order to provide a meaningful answer to the discussion that we were having yesterday. And unfortunately, some people found that the pace of my speech was rather slow. That has nothing to do with me, really. This is
Yeah.
the way that I am. If you, if someone speaks too fast, you have an issue. If someone speaks too slow, you have an issue. You have to bear in mind that there are people from multiple backgrounds that cohabitate in this environment. So, as a teacher in this server, I have to cater to those that English
Yeah.
isn't their primary tongue. So, in an attempt to be fair, so that they're able to understand each and every single word that I utter, I have to keep it at a slower pace. It's not my inability to speak at a faster pace, it is a deliberate attempt, as clearly witnessed. The issue,
We
the
really
only,
should
I
appreciate
don't
that.
mind, excuse me, I don't mind that people may be rude because that's a reflection of who they are,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not my problem. That's got nothing to do with me. But the issue that I do have is that I sat here and I listened thoroughly to each and everybody's point yesterday, and each and every single time that I tried to provide an educated response, I was either mocked or I was But I'm
Look, we
allowed to
all
No,
interrupt
actually.
let
someone
him
again.
finish. He
Wait till
just
you
talked
talk,
about how he
Star.
kept on getting interrupted, and you're
Why you
interrupting him
interrupting too? Yeah, Star. That's the whole point that I want to
because
talk
I'm
about.
interrupting you from
When
interrupting.
he get to
He just
talk,
said
you
he's tired of
interfere.
interrupting. No, let him
There,
finish.
there's something you need to do,
I don't
Star. Because
care.
when I
Have
wanted to,
patience and wait
yeah,
until
okay,
he's
I'm gonna
done
mute this
making
lady
his
because
point,
actually, all right. So
and
listen,
then
Joseph. The
talk.
problem is
He
not with you,
literally said
actually, all
how
right?
he
You're
like
totally
was
right,
being
and we
interrupted, and you're
supporting what you're
interrupting. So
saying.
that
And
means I get
even
to
most
interrupt
of the
you, right?
users, actually, we were
That means I
against
get
the
to
person
interrupt
who
you,
tried
right?
to
That means
bully
I
you.
get to interrupt
Now
you
the
because I'm more
problem is with
entitled to
Mrs.
you.
Star, right?
Both,
When the
please
guy
shut
asked
up.
you, I muted her. When the guy asked you,
Oh my
when the guy
God. So
asked you
I'm
why
just
you're
going to
so
talk every
slow,
time
she
your little
flinched
light
and she
turns
responded
green,
before you
since you
even
feel
respond
so
yourself.
entitled to
When I
stop what
told
he
you,
has
if
to
you
say in
allow
order
me,
to
Mr. Joe,
interject
she
before
even
waiting till the
interrupted and
end.
flinched.
He just
Whenever
talked
something
about
happens,
his
she think that
entire
she's
point
got here,
was
she
how
need
he
to
was
interrupt.
interrupted, and he has a lot to say, and he is intelligent, and he
Oh my
thinks things
god.
Please,
through.
if you are right, that not necessarily that you have to have a loud voice, all right? You can.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
That.
Thank you.
Greetings, both of you. I I understand that the two of you have muted each other, and that's why you cannot hear each other.
Correct.
But you need to realize that there are other people in the VC who have not muted either of you, and since you're speaking over each other, it is becoming very annoying for the rest of us who are in this VC right now, because the two of you are literally speaking at the same time over each other.
Captain.
Please
Captain.
respect our space. We are here in this VC as well. We are listening to you. We would definitely want to listen to both sides because that's just how a conversation works. But if you do not respect us, we cannot respect you.
Correct. Thank you for answering the call, Captain. May I request that Starfire's mute be lifted? Thank you.
Only Star, sir? Only Star, right?
You,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
you,
sorry. I'm sorry, teacher. Did you
Thank
say
you,
something?
Jose.
yes.
No, I found it
Thank
quite
you.
genuine, actually.
I
Like,
was mentioning that uh, I was speaking and then I was interrupted. It's same thing that happened
sir, I
yesterday.
interrupted you after 3 minutes, sir, right? You were talking for three
I
minutes.
was stopping the interruption. I was interrupting the interrupter and giving him a taste of his own
Nobody let
medicine.
somebody talk for 5 minutes, sir, right?
He's literally demanding to talk over Jose every time Jose speaks. It's too much. And it happened yesterday, too.
And I understood his point after a couple of minutes. I told him I need to respond about that. This is how it works. We're not in a classroom, it's not a monologue. I got his point and I told him, listen, I understand, but here's how we see the whole scenario. I told him that we supported you and we were against the person who actually attacked you, and we all attacked him, but somebody was screaming to the top of her lungs till the point that everybody got annoyed from her. When somebody asked you a question, sir, why you are so slow, we were against that question. However, we did not intervene and say, why you asking him that question? We give you the chance to respond, but somebody cannot adjust the behavior of herself. That's what I'm talking about. The
Is this
problem is that
person ever
someone,
gonna.
yeah, I'm
Are
done,
you
sweetheart.
ever
Go
gonna
ahead.
let Jose make his comments ever without interrupting him and talking about his slow
Why you have
speech?
to talk for
Will that
Jose? I
ever
don't get it.
happen?
I'm talking to Jose. Why do you have to talk? Like when I finish, I will tell Jose that I finish. You're not part of it even. I was talking to the dude. Relax. Did you understand my point, Mr. Jose? So it's not about you
I
speaking
lowered you,
slowly.
wizard. I'm sorry. I
It's
would really like to hear
Mr.
Jose speak and stop
Uh,
hearing you speak because you stopped him so many times yesterday. You did it again.
I didn't
Interjecting or stopping
even.
him because you just have
Sir, can you
something
do
you have to
something?
input is a sign of like you have the incapacity, like you have impulse control issues up the yin yang. There is a such thing as write it down, sit on it, and wait until he's done and then ask your damn question. Fuck.
I
Fuck.
I have
Okay,
to I have
okay,
to
okay.
co
Let's end this here.
I have to coincide with Starfire. Um, I have the decency to wait until each and every person completely finishes their thought without interrupting. Like she mentioned, note writing is very useful. Uh, but it's not a coincidence that, yes, certain people do find the need to interrupt each and every single time. And that just reflects poorly on their own abilities, doesn't it?
All
I
right. So
personally have no qualms interrupting interrupters, but I will give the patience of people who go and take the time to hear people out, give thoughtful answers. Everything that you displayed, Jose, was signs of virtues and should be praised and shouldn't be interrupted or stopped or mocked. And if they're going to be that disrespectful, they can get the same amount of disrespect, if not more, back from me. Because
Mr.
I don't suffer fools and I don't suffer bullies. And that wasn't cool what was being done to you yesterday.
I
And I
got
don't
you.
like witnessing it being done to you again today.
Mr. Jose, do you recall Wizard mocking you for being slow or attacking you?
I have it recorded. I would have to replay it.
Yeah, yeah. I was there, sir. I was there. But it was this twisted guy. But again, like, I appreciate the fact that you make your point with a low tune without screaming, without to be overreacting, right? Like, it's very simple. If there's something wrong, you record it and then you report it. But some people has to make other people ears bleeding. That's what I hate the most, right? Thank you for listening.
Anyways, I'm going to head out. Wait, is he speaking? I don't want to be speaking over him.
He's not.
Okay,
No,
You
he's
don't let
not.
the door hit you.
head out,
You don't
but
have to tell us, sweetheart.
I just wanted to tell you to have a nice day, and it was a pleasure. You were thoroughly thinking out your very thoughtful explanations that were very considerate. Went and took everyone's perspective in mind, like you were practicing active listening. Everything all your communication styles were absolutely beautiful, Jose, and it was just a bunch of young trolls and bullies, and it was unnecessary. And I'm actually just for one want to go and lift you up and say you're an amazing human, and I can tell.
Oh, thank you. I
I'm sorry,
appreciate
Mr.
it.
Jose, like the only one who supports you here is a star, but yeah, thank you, sir. We hope to see you very often for your thoughtful like point of views, and I hope you're not getting the bullies again from young people because we have a beautiful mods here who is willing to take an actions. All right. Thank you, Mr. Jose. And you don't have to say welcome because you're not gonna say it anyway.
Thank you.
See, kiss him one.
Well, I guess I would suggest all of you to go back to your normal conversation. If you're out of topics, then I can give you some if you want.
All right, so Captain, before we start, because I heard this, all right, I've been here for like 2 years or something. Something regarding interruption. Like, usually, usually, in this VC, like, people do interrupt, but not in an annoying way. For example, you took your time for almost like a minute making a point, and then somebody intersecting what you're saying with a question, all right? It's not necessarily offend you or hate you or have something impersonal against you. It's just like want to understand. Hence, they might interrupt you. But the fact that the person has to finish talking and then the other person talking in a VC that has a probably 30 or 25 members, I've never seen this here, all right? Unless there's only two guys are talking and everyone is in a mute. Like nobody want to participate in this conversation. It's all different story. But imagine Iconic would have a question, Mr. like Nora have a question, Conscious have a question, Thor wanna ask, me wanna talk, all right? We're not in a classroom here. So if somebody interrupted somebody with no insulting, demanding to understand something, I hope some other people won't intervene and say, oh, stop interrupting other people. Because sometimes they do it in an annoying way. That's my point.
Mr. Wizard, there are 22
Um,
people here, and And have
Yeah.
you seen anyone interject so far?
Yeah, because we're talking about peoples, but once we talk about politics or religion or Prophet Muhammad and Aisha or LGBTQ stuff, everybody's entitled in this conversation, believe me.
I agree, but everyone so far has not interjected. They have patiently waited uh, in order to make their thoughts be heard.
That's up to them. Once we change the subject, there will be more people talking, believe me. I don't know if you are new here in this VC, but wait till you see, sir. Sometimes it turns to be a fish market, unfortunately. You know?
I've witnessed it. I've seen it firsthand. But it truly boils down to decency at the end of the day. Uh, Even if there is a heated debate, uh, everyone can still wait to have their turn in order to be heard.
Uh, I'm not sure if I would agree with you entirely. Yeah, like to an extent, I agree with you. However, I need to consider like the age of people that I'm talking to. Definitely discussing something with somebody who is 40 plus, with all due respect to you, it's going to be quite different when you have like 18, 15, 21, 23, which there are most of people here, right? I don't accept those people to have this kind of high level of wisdom, to be in the spot of not interrupting, to be very thoughtful, to lean down and be quite relaxed. They are full of energy. Some of them even they are debating about the stuff and they don't give a shit with how the conversation gonna end. They're gonna still the same person. You see what I'm talking about? So there's a lot of stuff here need to be considered in this equation.
Certainly, I agree with that. And if that is the case, the outcome is rather simple. I exclude myself from such conversation. If I can,
You don't have to, so
if I have the decency to hear each and every argument, and then I thoroughly wait for their thought to be completed, then
yeah.
I have a cue that informs me that okay, now it's my turn to reply. Then, if
Mhm.
I try to reply and I'm cut off, again, I'll yield once, I'll remain silent
Yeah.
again, although I've been jumped over, no problem. I'll wait,
Mhm.
and then I'll write down what they have to say, or rather, what I'd like to touch base on. And then, again, if I am interrupted, then I exclude myself, because it's not
I
worth it.
agree. I agree with you. Totally agree. Sometimes I find myself in these situations where it's kind of pointless and a waste of energy trying to handle or regulate the conversation, you know. But I believe mods here are they are mostly in the spot, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's doing something regularly and annoying others, disturbing the flow of the conversation, believe me, they would have taken action immediately, you know. Like we don't get to see this kind of chaos here. Matador.
عمر معلم.
هات له برتقالتين بسرعه من الدولاب الله يبارك لك بس بليز.
So, why are we speaking? Why are we speaking Arabic
Okay.
in an English VC?
ده قاعدين على
My
السلطه واللقطه، هو في ايه يا جدعان؟ احا.
yo, you
الله
don't have to
أكبر.
shout. You don't have to shout. You don't have to shout, please. Relax.
يا عم انتوا
Matador.
السمهم كلهم وعرفونا ليه؟
الله
No,
أكبر.
no. You don't have to shout. Like, try to speak English because the
Hey,
man was
stop
here.
insulting
Look, listen,
people.
I'm sorry, but
Stop
he's Jose is correct here. Like, if you want to speak Arabic, open up different app and
اوكي
talk to each other.
اوكي I'm sorry I'm sorry.
It is
اوكي
extremely difficult.
اوكي خلاص اوكي I'm sorry.
He's here to practice, but sometimes he struggle with the language, so he can drop some Arabic words. However, he was screaming because why everybody like flinching. Everybody was quiet, and then once I said something in Arabic, everyone is going crazy. Like, what's going on?
That's
Yes, but
it's against the
I know it's
rules.
wrong. I know. It's wrong. Mr. Conscious.
conscious. Wait.
So, Mr. Jose, like you said that you're a teacher, right?
Yes.
What do you teach, sir, if you don't mind?
Uh, Here I teach English.
So you do this like in real life.
I do.
I think like the way probably being an English teacher to people who, you know, speak English as a second language would influence the way you talk. Maybe it was a forcive habit that you talk in slow that, you know, you used to speak slow to make people understand you. This is why right now some people say, okay, you took in slow, Mr. Jose. But I see this as a forcive habit. Am I right about that? Or is it you normally in your daily life?
No, it's a habit.
Yeah, I expected that too.
By the way, Visit, I have a question. Can you please translate what Matador said in Arabic for me?
Wait, let me see. Matador? Where is it? I didn't see it.
No, what they
Uh,
said in the VC when they were shouting.
she like he was screaming. He's like he was saying, "What the fuck is going on? Why everybody is in the spot?" Or like flinching once I talk in Arabic. Everybody was quiet. It's something similar to that. So it wasn't like if I'm going to find an alternative to that in English. I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't take what he said so seriously, to be honest, because I've heard a lot of horrible stuff than what he said, and people don't get kicked or banned for that. So it's just like an anger. Thank God there's no Arab person here to expose me. I'm being loyal to my friend.
I see.
No. I was serious about what I said actually. If I'm a mod and I understand Arabic, I wouldn't take him seriously. أنا بطنت يا جدعان. Oh Allah.